We are the Silicon Valley for iGaming. We are not a center, we're not a hub, but we're a home. Siamo una casa d'eccellenza per l'iGaming. Why? We are a European jurisdiction. We have unrivaled expertise today in gaming and the virtual industries with a very, very, very strong ecosystem. And that is, to us, is very, very important. And we speak a common language. We speak a gaming language. Who we are. So my name is Filletti. I am the CEO of GamingMalta. GamingMalta is a government entity which promotes Malta as a gaming jurisdiction. Hear that well. Siamo un'entità governativa. We are a government entity that promotes Malta as a gaming jurisdiction. And that's why we like to say we are the home of gaming excellence. And this is where the iGaming industry grew. The iGaming industry for the island, it changed our island completely. We grew with the industry. So back in 2004, when Malta joined the EU, we were the first European jurisdiction to regulate the gambling sector. And since then, we've had a first mover advantage. What does it bring to the island? It is 7% of our gross value added. That's a large number. Just yesterday, the government of Malta, we launched our Vision 2050 for the island. And gaming is one of the important pillars for that sector. We employ just over 13,000 people work in the iGaming industry on the island. We are a population of just over 500,000, so that 13,000 isn't a small number for us. And they come from different countries and different regions. There are over 300 gaming operators, gaming licensed operators from the island. So we're building the story. And we have a very clear vision. We have a very clear North Star for the country, essentially. Gaming gives us economic growth. Gaming gives us high-quality job creation. And also innovation, innovazione. But also, we love esports. So back in 2019, we started on a strategy to grow the esports sectors in Malta. And actually, that's how I had met Luca also a couple of years ago. And we're building it from the ground up. A lot of people mention esports, what is esports, why esports, etc. It's a growing industry. And we saw an opportunity for us as an island. But what we're doing is we're building it from the ground up. So we're making a very solid and strong local ecosystem. And these are some of the players who are basically our rising stars on the island and playing Tekken, playing Valorant, and all the other esports events on the island. We actually have an esports league for our football Premier League. Just like the Serie A, we have Malta has its own Premier League, but we also have our esports Premier League. And the numbers are quite good for the island. So we get about 3 million social media impressions for the esports football tournament on the island. You're looking at 44,000 unique viewers on live TV. Now that's not a small number for a small island like ours. And we also create, to reward the ecosystem, awards also. And it's good to see equality and diversity, which we like to promote within the industry. Female players who make it, and these are the things that we continue to encourage. We have a number of initiatives which we're running. First of all, we are looking that this year we will launch an esports athlete visa. We get a lot of international tournaments to Malta. We get a lot of Asian players coming to play to Malta. So we want to facilitate and help them in actually coming to the island and hopefully remaining there also. We've also built a 700 square meter incubator space for esports startups and video gaming startups on the island also. And that is part of a very important part of our strategy. For example, one of these companies, Digon Esports, they're based in the UK, relocated to Malta, and what they do is a startup which promotes online tournaments for schools, for colleges all around the world. And they're doing this from the island. But it's not enough. We are very hungry. So, two of the major teams have actually relocated now their training centers as their European training centers to Malta. Furia is from Brazil, okay? And Talon Esports is from Asia. Luca, correct me if I'm wrong, Talon are one of the largest groups in Asia, esports teams in Asia. And we recently launched, that's myself together with the Minister of the Economy. It's important to understand why I am mentioning this is because the government in Malta has embraced the strategy completely. So the politician is on our side, you know, and this is something which to us helps us quite a bit. When the Minister of Finance, in his annual financial budget speech, mentions esports, then we say we must be doing something right. We always want more money, it's never enough, so we always ask him for more. But this is, you know, what we're doing. And I think that slide there, it says it all. Sun-kissed by the beautiful island of Malta. So they come here, they want to be part of the island. They want to have a European base. They want to enjoy the sun, they want to enjoy the sea. We have a vision. A lot of Italian students come to Malta to learn English. Our dream is, why don't they come to Malta to learn English and learn esports too, and play esports too? So we have a real advantage there, which we would like to go. 6 years ago, we signed a deal with ESL, one of the largest tournament organizers in the world. And I remember it took us 2 years to negotiate the contract. When we signed the contract, the day we signed the contract, COVID started. And I remember the Prime Minister of Malta going on TV and saying, we're closing down the island. And we had a number of esports players coming for an esports tournament, locked out of the island, essentially. But what we did is we did not pull back. We did not pull back our sponsorship. What we did, we actually involved them more. And we actually supported them even during our COVID time. But what it gave us was, we were introduced to the world. So essentially, all the world knew that Malta wanted to play game when it comes to esports. This is the last event which we had. I think the prize pool was close, just over 800,000 US dollars. We had 800,000 concurrent viewers for the final. Look at those numbers, 800,000 concurrent viewers. We got a lot of promotion, we got a lot of attention around that. And this little island, Malta, was shown all around the world. And this is what esports brings you. You are targeting a young sector, you're targeting the Gen Z, you're targeting millennials also, and it excites us. It gives us actually a lot of energy. We also want to be the bridge between esports and gambling. And essentially, the esports market is valued at 2.4 billion euros with about 10 million people. This is back in 2024, right now, essentially. It's still a growing industry. It's not easy to make money off of esports, so it's never a quick win. But bear in mind, there are young people who don't watch football or who are not growing up and watching football, but they spend more time watching esports. I see that with my children also. So esports betting, we're seeing that it will be a 3.5 billion euro industry by 2028. So people with the right business plan, smart, patient, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint, can really take advantage of it. Who's playing? In a way, it's a bit obvious. So you've got the Gen Z, obviously the legal age betters of the Gen Z, making up 44% of the players, and the millennials, okay? And always increasing. That is what is nice about it. You're looking at an age of between 18 and 43, looking at playing there. And obviously, they're very into tech. They're very much into interactivity. They favor real-time playing, in-play betting, micro bets during the match, etc. When we look into the future, what do we see? What are the actual tech trends when it comes to esports betting? So as we're saying, in-play wagering and micro betting. AI-driven. We use AI in esports to actually monitor online bullying when players are talking to each other. Even online, even when our kids are playing esports. So there are AI tools which actually monitors the bullying behavior within a game. Cryptocurrency is a reality for the industry. Obviously, the rise of mobile gaming and mobile esports. And ultimately, it's immersive technologies. We actually, in Malta, we have a hub, an immersive tech hub, whereby we actually innovate and looking into this and how more it can work. So, I don't want to keep you much, because I know there's a panel behind us, but our dream for the island is this. So we asked artificial intelligence to create this for us. And we asked them, how would we look if we had to be a bridge between the online gaming industry and the esports industry? And this is it. This visual says a lot in how we want to continue to grow as an island. So as I said, just yesterday, we launched our Vision 2050, where we're looking at more quality rather than quantity within the island. We're looking at these high-tech industries. We are looking at investing within these industries and seeing also startups grow. That's what we are, this little island, Gaming Malta. Keep also following our story. I've known Alessio for a number of years now, and he's also seen us grow from our initial beginnings as Gaming Malta back in 2016. And this is the bridge of how the convergence of technology will come around, ladies and gentlemen. It's iGaming, video gaming, esports, and immersive tech. And Malta, it's not a center, it's not a hub, but we're a home. We're a home of gaming excellence, and this is the kind of excellence that we want to continue growing also with our Italian counterparts, also with our Italian friends. Thank you very much. Thank you.